Hey, what's up everyone? Tedrick85 here with some more fun with FIFA 10. And this match is going to be Villarreal versus Real Betis. And the reason why I'm playing this particular match is because I've always been partial to Villarreal. I've always liked them as a team. As a matter of fact, they're often seen as a model of a small but successful club, even though they did suffer relegation a few years ago. And Real Betis, they've become more of a yo-yo team where they get relegated and promoted a bunch in several seasons. As Real Betis plays a formation of one striker up front and regularly play the offside trap when defending. Let's take a look at my formation here. It's pretty much the same as what Real Betis has. And you're going to notice Jeremy Menez there. He's never played for Villarreal, but I modeled him after Jeremy Perbe, who used to play for Villarreal, so that's why I have him in there. You see Gio Dos Santos and Jonathan Pereira on the bench. Uche, which he has... I gotta be honest with you, he has a pretty unpronounceable first name, so I just call him Ike, because that's the first three letters of his first name. And you see Van der Vaart, which is one of the featured players of Real Betis. It's interesting because in a recent interview he said his biggest regret is leaving Tottenham, and I kind of have to believe him because when he played at Hamburg, he really didn't make that much of an impact like he did when he was playing for Tottenham. Hopefully for Real Betis, he'll be able to contribute to them like he did with Tottenham, but that's yet to be seen.
Hi, I'm Clive Tilsley, I'm your commentator for today's match.
As you see the lineups going out on the field there.
Well, thanks Clive. This should be a great game. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Well, on the face of it, it's a
bunch of these Villarreal players no longer play for the team. Marco Senna pretty much retired, and you see Real Betis with the identical lineup there. Didier Degaard in defensive midfield. Juan Pablo Pino up front, which is another player that has never played for Real Betis, but he has a name similar to a player that did have experience with the team. And as you can see right off the bat, Nilmar just drills through this defense and able to get the early goal. Another reason why I wanted to play as Villarreal so bad, even though they're one of my favorite teams, is that they are quite the powerhouse on offense. And whenever you watch this video, as you watch it, you're going to find that out really quick, because when it comes to offensive ability, this team is about second to none.
Now is that handball? Referee says yes.
And you see there the rare handball called against my opponent. It's usually me that gets called for the handball, but
I think it was fair. Good decision, handball.
I just love the uniforms, Villarreal. I like the all yellow, and it's interesting because their nickname is actually the Yellow Submarine. See Uche, but probably should have buried that in the upper left-hand corner of the net there, but don't worry, he gets plenty more chances to score in this game.
Nacho.
See Nacho, not to be confused with the defender that plays for Real Madrid. There's actually quite a few players that play in the Spanish leagues named Nacho.
Mario.
Uche trying to make something here. Senna with a nice pass to Uche.
Chance here. He's got a chance. He's got it.
And there we go. He gets his goal. Makes it 2-0 Villarreal.
I think when you get two goals, you know what that does? Absolutely flattens your opposition.
It's going to be interesting to see how Villarreal do this season. They're usually in European contention. Though you can tell by the way they play at times, their aspirations is much higher, like Champions League. So it'd be nice to see them in the Champions League again, though I gotta admit, La Liga has gotten a lot tougher in the past several years. You get Atletico Madrid that just recently won the title a couple years ago, that's a contender. You get Valencia and Sevilla that are good teams too, and even Malaga is starting to come back again, so you see Menez scoring for Villarreal. Like I said before, he never played for Villarreal, but pretty strong offensive player nonetheless. It's at 12 minutes in and it's already 3-0.
Ref's happy with that.
See, they were able to retain possession there. Real Betis is also a team that has Champions League experience, though they haven't been in the competition in almost a decade. And as a matter of fact, they were competing in the same groups as Liverpool when they were in the group stage. But also, like I said before, they've become like a yo-yo team the past several seasons, where they would get promoted and then relegated and promoted again just to get relegated again. So they've been having a hard time sticking to one division. And they are a pretty historic team in Spain, so it's weird to see them in that kind of position, but that's just the nature of the game these days.
2 goals under his belt, and he didn't look for one moment like he finished.
To Uche with a nice finish there. His brother, Carlo Uche, I'm not sure if he still does, but was a prominent player for Espanyol, which is the rival team of Barcelona. Should I say the derby team that they play against in the Barcelona derby. See, my defense kind of fell asleep there. Diego Lopez, I'm not sure if he still, I know he got sent to Real Madrid, but I'm not sure if he still plays for them or not. Nice footwork by Nilmar there. Okay, this is a candidate for my goal since I started this segment. Watch this. Nice turn there by Gonzalo. And that's actually, if I'm not mistaken, that's my first goal that I've scored in this segment since I started it that came from a corner kick like this. Look at that turn. Holy crap. That's something you would see a striker do, not a center back. And I see another replay there. I don't know what Castro was doing in net, but he was completely unprepared for that turn. My, that was a magnificent goal. Muniz with a nice tackle there.
Need to be stronger on the ball there.
Tries to make something happen here. Nilmar almost connected there for Villarreal 6. Uche to Menez. Which, whenever I did that, I actually pushed the shoot button about a few seconds earlier than that, but for some reason he didn't shoot until he was well wide and had a very tough angle to shoot at.
Defender reacted quicker.
Jokic with the bad pass there. Zapata plays for AC Milan now. Uche trying to make something happen again. Nice finish there. You see, he gets his hat trick after that miss from at the beginning of the game. And there's plenty more goals where that came from. As a matter of fact, this is at the point of the video, or the match rather, where the floodgates start to open. Nice pass by Muniz there to Menez, making it 7-0. Even when I'm playing on this side of the field, I usually try to get my wingers more involved in the attack by getting them where they're able to make a good pass to whoever the striker is in the box. Therefore, they can make something happen.
Carlos Martins. Nilmar.
Some nice passing there by Villarreal too. That's another important part of the attack, is good passing. And you see Nilmar with the nice rainbow shot there.
And this is what you call a hammering. A real hammer. No way back from this now.
That's what they can do when you do attack.
I always like scoring goals like that. It's harder for me to score on the top like that than it is at the bottom. Because usually when I try that on the top of the field like that, it usually goes wide. So I was happy that I was able to go in like that. And it's also nice that Real Betis just passes the ball to me.
Has to cross.
See, Muniz scores after Uche played the winger there, even though he's a striker. Muniz gets his name on the board, and it's 9-0.
Nobody on a turn like this.
If I'm not mistaken, at this point, this is my highest scoring first half that I've had since I started this fun with FIFA 10 segment. See Nilmar winning the ball again. It goes to show how strong this Villarreal team is. They're able to just dispossess the Real Betis like that. And see Uche trying to get it underneath Castro there. Camuñas, pretty good corner kick deliverer too. You see Uche with the header there, another nice goal from a set piece situation. His fourth goal and it's 10-0, which is easily my highest score in first half since I started this segment. Nice delivery there by Camuñas, which I'm surprised I wasn't considered an own goal by Pino there. Beautiful, beautiful assist there by Camuñas. And it's not even stoppage time yet, and it's 10-0. See Nilmar once again dispossessing Batista and Ndaye.
He's going to try his luck. Ooh, did that hit his hand? Referee,
And you see here, very dangerous handball to come in. If he would have been a few feet deeper, then he would have been in trouble.
fancies his chances.
And you tell what kind of game I was having too. I very nearly scored on the free kick, which usually doesn't happen. But if I would have moved to the left a little bit more, I think I would have got that in the upper right-hand corner. But don't worry, if you don't think that I'm going to score again before the half is over, think again, because as you can see Nilmar here, drilling it home for 11-0. You know, when I was playing this, I'm like, geez, I never would have thought that I scored this many goals in the first half, though. And I knew Villarreal was potent, but I'm not sure if it's because of the opponent. I'm not sure if it was Real Betis that was not very good of a match for them or what, but I was not expecting this at all. See Ndaye there. For once didn't get this, well,
That's good covering.
actually did get dispossessed there again by Nilmar, but
already.
very action-packed first half, and like I said, 11-0, that is easily my highest scoring first half since I started this Friend with FIFA 10 segment. You see some of my stats there, already 5 assists, 89% shot accuracy. Betis really hasn't gotten to this game at all. My team's done a pretty good job taking anybody out of the... Especially Rafael van der Vaart, which has been very quiet. As you see, I got 2/3 of possession there, 67% to 33%. Ustaritz, the former Athletic Bilbao defender, trying to start things off.
Now what are they going to make of this? They just look so much.
And look how compact Villarreal is in defense. Good luck trying to get through there if you're Betis. Uche battling his way through there. Nilmar very unlucky to get a hold of that.
Danger here. Oh no, he's going to come all the way.
As you can see there, another questionable offsides call.
Good defending, kept a good line.
Which I don't know about that. I mean, if I was passing towards him, that would have been a different story, but... I don't know, maybe I need to look at the offsides rule a little bit better, but to me that was not offsides.
Opening here.
And you see Betis already doing more at the beginning of the second half of what they did the entire first half.
Keeper in his way.
And you see Van der Vaart trying to make his presence felt, but Diego Lopez is equal to the challenge.
A chance of retaining the ball when the keeper throws it like that.
Marco Senna trying to create a counter-attack here. Uche just splitting through this Real Betis defense.
What's it try? Oh, off the upright.
Probably could have done better there. See, this is easily my longest stretch in the game without scoring a goal.
Now can he get past it?
And how nice of the goalie just to pass it to me again. And this time Uche would not be denied. It's his 5th goal of the game and it's 12-0 Villarreal.
The savings he's offering are terrible.
5 goals he scored. Running out of fingers here.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, this is tied for the highest number of goals I scored in the game in my Fun with FIFA 10 segment. See Castro coming on, which is a second striker, which I'm not sure how good that would do, but as you can see here, not really making that much of a difference.
They look well organised at the back. Good tackle, he can get forward himself now.
Seems like Real Betis is playing more of a 4-4-2 now. I just stayed with the same position as I did before. Uche with a good shot there, but nice save there by Castro.
Let's see what happens with this
Another
corner.
opportunity for a corner kick.
Has a shot. Ball just flew off his head. No real
Gonzalo
control.
wasn't able to control that one that time, but didn't miss by very much.
Keeper's kick is on the way. Pino.
See Angel failing to control the ball there. Van der Vaart,
Gets it away.
really the only player that made any kind of impact for Real Betis in this game, particularly the second half for them. Uche trying to go out in the wing, which he is not a winger, but he did a pretty good job here. Nilmar once again, unlucky not to have connected there. Mena is trying to make something happen. Marco Senna in the box. And Nilmar cleans up the mess and he makes it 13-0 for Villarreal.
Well, it's no surprise to score. This team are playing out the script.
And you see there was no less than 5 Villarreal players in that box, and that's how you get the job done offensively. You overwhelm that defense, that way there's someone there to pounce on the ball, and that's exactly what Nilmar did. But Marco Senna probably should have shot there, but he got dispossessed and
Defender taking charge of the situation.
Nilmar was able to tap it home. Senna with a nice dispossess there. I have to say, the Villarreal midfielders did just as good of a job in this game than what the Villarreal wingers and strikers did. I was very pleased with their performance.
Defender timed the challenge well.
And you see that I wanted to get something happen there, but Comunhas pretty much gave it away for a goal kick there. Which is probably for the best, considering it gives me an opportunity here to get another counter-attack going on here.
Control let him down there. In on the goalkeeper.
Uche once again a threat in that box. Uche once again, questionable miss, but he already has 6 goals in this game, if I'm not mistaken, so I'm not going to get too hard on him.
Never going to score.
Ball back in play then.
You see, Villarreal's just hungry for more goals, even though they pretty much have this game in the bag. Uche once again atoning for, should I say, redeeming himself for his mistake there, and that was his 6th goal, and Villarreal is now leading this game 2 touchdowns to nothing. Instead of this being European football, it's now becoming American football.
He's been given no space
But Villarreal's not done yet. They end up scoring more.
What shoot? Look at this one.
See Uche with another goal there, making it 15-0. You can. Needless to say, I had a really big smile on my face whenever I was playing this, and you could just tell by the way I talked about it. I did not anticipate this at all. Just imagine how many more goals I would have scored if I would have played a normal length game. Whenever I play my segment like this, each half lasts for 4 minutes, although I usually play with each half lasting 6 minutes. And that may not sound like very long to some, but it actually does add quite a bit of time. And I think if I would have played a normal game instead of this shortened game, I probably could have broke my record of 22-0, which I had achieved by Newcastle beating Middlesbrough. Uche with his 8th goal of the game, which he wears number 8, which is pretty cool. And it's 16-0 Villarreal. With under 2 minutes left in the second half, that's not counting how much stoppage time there's going to be. 3 minutes of stoppage time there. And I just decided that at this point, I was very happy with how things are going, so I just decided to kill time here for the clean sheet here. And I especially didn't want to blow it now. Cortino's trying to dispossess me, but yeah, I knew Villarreal was this dynamic, which I did not intend to pass to Diego Lopez there, but I knew they were dynamic, but not this dynamic. And I'm not sure if it's 100% them, or it's just Real Betis just did not match up well with them, but there you go, 16-0, easily my highest scoring game in this Fun with FIFA 10 segment thus far, and I gotta admit, it's gonna be hard for me to top this.
Andy,
As a matter of fact, I don't
working with you, as
imagine
always.
myself
Hope
topping
you've
this
all
anytime
enjoyed
soon
it.
because
We can't wait
the
for the
games
next
I'm going to be
one. We'll see
playing
you then.
later on in this segment are going to be pretty tough. See, the 16 goals, 6 assists, 85% shot accuracy, nearly 70% possession, under 70% passing for Betis. That's not good at all. Yeah, Villarreal pretty much shut this team down. See the assist there, Comunius with 3 assists. Just as much of a player in the game as what the strikers would. Like I said before, I gotta give props to the defense because they did their job wonderfully here too. Defense and midfielders especially. As a matter of fact, one of the defenders scored that goal. As a matter of fact, Gonzalo was the center back that scored that awesome goal on this corner kick. So that was probably the best all-around effort from any team that I've played so far. I have to say it's even better than the way Newcastle played. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will see you guys again next time.